12, at 11:40 p.m., the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg. The supposedly unsinkable ship soon took on water on the lower decks, and inside of 3 hours sank beneath the North Atlantic. Unfortunately, there were not enough lifeboats aboard, and over 1,500 lives were lost, and 705 saved. They say there was much bravery in those few final hours, much more than we will ever know.
There's a new distress code here. SOS. Whatever that means.
Hard starboard! Watch your port helm! Steady! Engines at quarter speed. Steady as she goes.
Well, it is elegant, but so dash big. I think that's what helps make it elegant. And a bit new for me. My word, I can still smell the paint. It makes me a bit nauseous.
After all, well...
We know you and Mr. S are about to be blessed with a new arrival. What do you mean, Madeline? You mean but you're only
19. And expecting. She's such a great ship, isn't she?
It's still a bit too big for me. Did you know the fourth bottle is only for show? Oh, the fourth what? Oh, honey, you mean the smokestack. Yes, smokestack. Isn't really needed, just for show. Well, things change too fast for me. My world is full of old money and old traditions.
My husband is old money, but I'm a new bride, Mrs. John J. Aston.
My husband, Mr. Brown, made his money digging for him. New money, old silver. Maggie Brown, but you can call me Molly.
But it is very nice in surplus.
I heard surplus here is better than first class on others.
It's also new. You can still smell the paint. It is like a floating city. It has like a small town, and everything is so nice.
Yes, for my captain. Me, Boris, we all go. We have great hopes for life in the United States of America.
4 children. I have 5. Ernesto and Jacob, the oldest boys, they're in the front rows, while the other 3 are with me.
So what's that line? They don't take chances, huh? Or the single man in front of the boats, the women all the way in the rear, and that's very what's in the middle. Smart these people, huh?
Such a trip for an 18-year girl from Finland and Eternia.
My husband Nils emigrated to the United States of America over a year ago from Sweden. His Alma Corsi.
Me, I also come from Finland. I'm going to Pittsburgh to be with husband, Maria Panula.
Ease your runner.
Yes, sir. Come about. Gentle now.
Easing now, sir.
Certainly it's cold this evening. Yes, Mr. Murdoch, it is cold. Below freezing. Should be up around the ice clothes around 11 o'clock. Anything from the wireless? Still catching up, I believe. They gave the captain an estimate here.
From the White Star Baltic to Captain Smith, Titanic. I've had moderate to variable winds and clear fine weather since leaving. Big steamer Athena reports passing icebergs and large ice fields. Wish you and Titanic all success. Not much wind, eh?
No, sir. It's a flat calm, for a matter of fact.
Good evening.
Good evening, Captain.
On the evening of April 14th, we watched the sunset. It was so lovely, wasn't it?
So calm, like the top of a mill pond.
Yes. It will be beautiful in the morning. Reverend John Harper and Miss Jessie Leach, my daughter's nursemaid.
Chief Officer Watt!
Vauxhall.
Just charted the course and doing me rounds.
Always worried you're not doing enough for the passengers. Hey, Vauxhall.
Just part of my post, sir. You making out a report?
Letter.
Personal then.
Yes. Was there a fire in one of the boiler rooms?
It's all taken care of, sir.
Fire in the boiler room. Fancy if the passengers got wind of that. Just a note to my sister. This may just be a feeling, but I don't like this ship. There's a queer feeling about her. Chief Officer Henry Wyatt.
Who's on watch tonight, sir?
Frederick Fleeting. Reginald Lee, I believe. Is there something you're concerned about?
No, sir. No more than you, sir.
So cold on the watch, in it!
Just keep the horizon level and everything will be alright. Just wish we had some binoculars.
Oh! One of the officers knew where they was!
Where's he?
They transferred them off!
That officer is thinking at work, mind you.
And anyways, largely binoculars on a ship that's unsinkable.
Lying in the face of Providence?
What was that?
Something I keep hearing people say, we're lying in the face of Providence.
Oh! Let's just hold the face and smile at us.
I think you missed the point.
Grand. This is just grand. I feel like I'm at a summer palace by the seashore. And Isidore and I like to discuss the Civil War a lot. Isidore and I Strauss. But let me tell you, he's got a lot of stories to tell. I need to get back to my exercise regimen. I've been spending too much time lounging around. Archibald Grace.
Good evening, Mr. Strauss. Mrs. Strauss.
Good evening, Ellen.
Mr. Strauss, ma'am, we're just going for a walk on deck.
You be careful, young lady. There's a chill in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
That was Isidore Strauss, the owner of Macy's department store?
Why, yes, he owns it with his brother Nathan.
You've been there many times. Such a grand establishment. Macy's all the top in New York.
He'll be glad to hear you like it.
The Strausses are on board. John Jacob Astor, the owner of Walla Astoria. Benjamin Guggenheim. I don't know why the ship's going to New York, but so much of New York is already on the ship.
I'm Mr. and Mrs. Strauss May, and having the time of my life. Ellen Berg.
Mr. Andrews, still at work.
Just tidying up the looks of it.
We're really moving through the Atlantic at quite a clip.
About 22 knots. We'll be in New York before you know it. And I'm sure you'll both have young men waiting for you, eh?
Oh, no, sir. Not us.
Speak for yourself. We'll make a grand entrance. Welcome, sir.
I'll just make note of that. Long day, hey Phillips.
You might say that, sir. Brian will be relieving me soon. About to catch up, I believe.
Very good. I'll be in my stage room going over the blueprints. Still ironing out the fill-in problems with the thing.
Been at it without break for lunch or tea. And they still keep coming in. Here's another one. From the mess above. We are stopped and surrounded by ice. You think they've never seen ice before? Surely Captain Smith has everything well in hand. Jack Phillips, telegraph. Shut up! Shut up! I'm busy working cake trays!
Lee, look.
Why?
There. It's an iceberg! It's an iceberg!
What?
I mean, right ahead. Iceberg!
Good Lord, it's huge!
Is anyone there?
Yes? What do you see?
Iceberg, right ahead.
Thank you. Full speed astern. Yes, sir. Hard to starboard and close the watertight doors.
Come on, come on!
Turn, turn.
There! She's turning! Look out!
Did you feel that? Yes. Something like a grinding noise. So it was more like a skate on ice. That was a close shave.
Did you feel it too?
That's why we came up. What was it like to you?
I thought it sounded like a basket full of it or dropped an iron plate.
More of a bump like we docked early.
What have we hit?
Iceberg, sir.
Are we badly hurt?
I don't know.
Everything's alright.
Did you feel that, Joel?
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I heard 3 bells sound, indicating an iceberg had been seen. The next thing I did was...
There's an iceberg in the deck!
No, wait! You really shouldn't.
Really? It's so low the full side. Be great for a souvenir boat trip. Let's get some.
Had First Officer Murdoch ordered the closing of the watertight doors. Excuse me, that's a...
Box up!
Yes, sir!
Inspector Boss, all officers not on duty.
Yes, sir! Close the watertight doors!
I closed them. I intended to put round the bird. She was too close. There's nothing more I can do, sir!
All engines stop!
All engines stop!
And ship stopped, sir, and answered.
Yes, sir. Mr. Eastman.
What is it? What is it? Did we drop a propeller blade?
We've hit an iceberg.
Is it serious?
This was to be my last voyage. My last voyage. Mr. Murdoch!
Wasn't for concern, Colonel Gracie.
Concerning her! Below I heard the mail room was flooded, and the clerks are moving all the sets higher up.
Thank you, Colonel.
The engines haven't stopped!
Colonel Gracie, try the door.
Miss Coyer, no need for alarm.
Andrews, have you heard?
I've already been on the ship. Reports coming in.
I could hear footsteps on the deck above my head. Noises as if ships
what are you doing out here in the cold then?
The engines have stopped. What was that, Joel?
We're just looking into it.
Well, the entire bow of the ship is flooding. The first 5 bulkheads have been breached, maybe 6 by now.
But the watertight doors have been closed.
I heard an officer you don't have any searchlights, but they keep some rockets on board. Does that...
Now, I talked to my good friend, Mr. Murdoch, and he said there is no danger. Why don't you get me back to your house?
No.
What are you saying, Andrews?
We have an hour. 2 at most.
That's impossible.
The ship can survive if any compartment is flooded. Maybe even 3 or 4 compartments. But not 5, sir. Not 5. We're sinking, sir.
There is nothing to be concerned about. This ship is unsinkable, remember?
I was just writing a postcard when I heard...
Listen, go put on your life jacket and tell the others.
Mr. Lightfall, we're still set up inside. Is there anything we can do?
Mr. Harvey, yes please. Keep playing music. But move your men out on deck. Something lively.
We'll go back, sir. Nothing quite like you know on the passengers.
That's a good lad.
In all my 40 years at sea, I've seen but one vessel in distress. I have never seen a wreck, nor have I ever been in one.
Captain, sir, what are your orders?
Here, let us come find your Harvey. Together.
Yes, I suppose you know best.
Sir, the lifeboat. Should we begin loading the lifeboats?
No.
Shut up!
Yes, take charge of the port side, and Barak take charge of the starboard side.
And hurry!
Yes, sir.
Can't be.
Sir, we're taking on water, and the engineers are working to keep the lights and electrical going.
Move to a quartermaster road, fire off the distress rockets.
Yes, sir.
And send the signal over the wireless and keep sending it.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure we can find out something here.
Excuse me, Mr. Beasley. We need to close the damper.
Back the fire!
And be quick! Where are the officers going? Excuse me, I've just had the oddest sensation. I was walking down from one deck to another and, well, you may think this is strange. It was as if my foot would just miss the stair step. Maria and I came up here to see it for ourselves. Did you feel that shudder? Oh no. How? He drowned! This is preposterous! Rossy is up for no reason and out here in the cold. This must be some sort of drill. Listen, you can hear the ship's orchestra from out here. But to bring us out here in this weather, I shall write a letter to the White Star Line about it.
Please, go below and put on your life jackets.
What? No!
Just as a precaution. Please, hurry.
This is outrageous!
Officer Boxhall, please, go below and put on your life jackets.
It must be a drill. We cannot see. See? It's only a drill.
What?
A drill?
I cannot say.
Look there! A rocket! A white rocket. They're just greeting another ship.
Please, hurry. A red rocket is set up in case of emergency. I have not the
Hurry!
I shall write a letter. Mark my words.
Is this serious, Officer Boxhall? I just heard Colonel Gracie cancel a squash lesson for the morning. Please, put on your life jackets and move to the lifeboats. Just as a precaution.
Let's go, Maria. Go back and get your children up to boat deck.
The lifeboat is already in the water!
What? We'll do as you asked, sir. Thank you.
This way! Come. Women and children first.
My husband!
Don't worry, dear. I'll have a lot of this at breakfast.
Into the lifeboat. Come, this way.
Go on, get in. But I am only third class. Never mind that. You are a woman. Take your place. Can't you go any faster?
Just the women and children, Colonel Gracie. I doubt being harmed. I am his order. Now get out of my way. Fancy that. The junior officer yelling at the chief of the White Star.
All the forward compartments are flooded!
Listen, get by the way, sir.
Water is rushing up the stair now! It's shut down!
Sir, the wireless operator on the breaker has told his captain.
Yes, they'll be here in no time.
Yes, sir. The Olympic has also responded. And the Carpathia said she is coming hard.
Yes, coming hard.
We
Forget the collapsible! Bring the davits over!
But she's only half full! Get in the water, man!
Be quick about it!
This way, easy now.
Be 2 seamen with each group. I call you take this lifeboat.
Not down lightly, sir.
You can't stay with the ship, man!
This bird! This bird!
Pass your boat! Come on, man!
Hold it! Stop!
Women and children first, you hear me?
We are getting on that lifeboat! It's out! Aboard water!
There are no more boats on the other side!
Get back! Get back or I'll shoot you down!
Back!
Most of the boats are away, Boxall.
And we've so few men left commanding boats. Lowe has taken charge of one, but where's Moody?
Moody chose to remain behind.
Where are the lifeboats? I don't see them!
Okay.
Isidore, you go first.
I shall stay here. Colonel Grecia said.
I don't care what Colonel Briscoe said.
Please, Mrs. Strauss, get in the boat.
We have been living together for many years, and where you go, I go.
You better take charge of this boat. There are very few left on the port side, and the passengers are starting to fall overboard.
We'll take care of them, sir.
One moment, just on the other side now, if you please.
Come from that boat.
There's no others left.
Oh,
The corridors are all flooded! Water is over the bow!
But you can't see it!
On April 14th, 1912, at 11:40 p.m., the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg. The supposedly unsinkable ship soon struck water on the lower decks.
John Bowman, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Arnold, Carl Bastrong died that night.
And inside of 3 hours,
Thomas Davidson, Hannah Naughton, Delia Henry died that night.
sank beneath the North Atlantic.
James Drew, Mr. and Mrs. William Turpin, Mr. and Mrs. John Chapman died that night.
Unfortunately, there were not enough lifeboats aboard.
John Thayer, Bertha Dahlberg, Eugene and Rossmore Abbott died that night.
And over 1,500 lives were lost.
Miss Anna Porterson, coming from Sweden to visit her husband, died that night. Maria Padula, along with her 5 children, died that night.
1,500 lives.
Reverend John Parker, who enjoyed the sunset, still providing comfort to the last minute, died that night.
Were lost.
Thomas Andrews, builder of the Titanic, died that night.
Jack Phillips, the telegrapher who stayed at his post, even after Captain Smith had relieved him, died that night.
Chief Officer Henry Wilde, who helped so many into the lifeboats, died that night.
Edith Strauss, who would not leave her husband Isidore's side, died with him that night.
Wallace Hartley, whose brave orchestra kept playing even as the ship went under, and all the members of the White Star Orchestra died that night. First Officer William Murdoch, who tried, too late, to turn the ship, died that night.
And 705 saved.
Maggie Brown survived and helped the other survivors aboard the Carpathia, but you can call me Molly.
Mrs. John Jacob Astor, who watched her husband go down with the ship, survives. Ellen Bird survived. Jessie Leach, the nursemaid for the Harper's daughter, survived. Lawrence Beasley survived and wrote about the catastrophe. Charlotte Collier, Mary Salone, Amy Stanley, all survived. Anna Turia, who tried to help Maria Panula and her children, survived. She never understood why God would save a poor Finnish girl when all his rich people drowned. Harold Bride, who assisted in sending out the very first SOS.
called Gracie survived and wrote about the doomed ship, only to die a year later.
Bruce Ismay, managing director of the White Star Line, found a place in the lifeboat and survived.
They say there was much bravery in those few final hours. Much more than we will ever know.
Captain Edward Smith went down with his ship.
His last words to his officers were, "Be British, men! Be British!" No, he said it was every man for himself.
No, he swam out to the lifeboat carrying a baby, and then went back.
Frederick Lee, the lookout who spotted the iceberg, took charge of a lifeboat and survived.
Lieutenant Lee, who was also on lookout when the iceberg was spotted, survived.
Second Officer Charles Lightoller, who wouldn't leave the ship, was blown off when it sank. He climbed into a collapsible lifeboat where he took charge and proved himself a gallant and courageous officer many times over.
Fourth Officer Joseph Boxall, who stayed on board until he was ordered to command a lifeboat, survived. When he died 55 years later, as per his last request, his ashes were scattered over the area where the Titanic sank.
Boxall!
Yes, sir!
Still worried you're not doing enough for the passengers, hey?
I cannot imagine any condition that would cause the ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has come beyond that.
The shipwreck was 882 feet in length and can carry over 3,500 passengers. She's such a grand ship, isn't she?
On the evening of April 14th, we watched the sunset. It was so lovely. It'll be beautiful in the morning.
I never said she was unsinkable.
Flying in the face of Providence.